Good morning, students. How are you all? I hope everyone are safe at home. Children, as we have done Gentleman of Rio and Medio, so the author Juan A. Cedillo, we completed up to sixth paragraph, isn't it? So sixth paragraph up to there we have concluded like how what was the deal of conversation about Rain and family, and how Don and Selma was very proud of his large family. Later on they got into the business, and even he was ready to sell as per the agreement. And what was the amount quoted here? $1,200 in cash. And the Americans were ready to buy the property, and even the cash also was ready. But in between these children, as per the advocate, means the legal advisor Juan A. Cedillo, when the surveyor and the engineer, when they went up to the land to survey, they came to know that it was crossed across, the land was double to this, more than 8 acres. So, here, as a legal advisor, he had to say that the Americans are the good people, and even they are ready to pay for the additional amount for the extra land, and it is twice as much. The money was ready, and the like legal advisor as well as Americans were ready, and this was told to the old man. But do you think that old man agreed for these children? No, he had to think for a while, and later on what he did, he stood up and he said, I don't want to be insulted by anyone. So what is the amount I have agreed? That is the amount I am going to take, and no extra pie will be taken from you people. I know that they are the very good people. I agree with you. And here the old man felt that like the Americans and even the author is insulting him. He had that guilt. But here, what did he do? The author said, let him have his say. Let him talk about that. And later on, he stood up, the old man stood up, and there was no use arguing with him. There was a lot of conversation between the Americans, even the legal advisor, even with the Don and Salmo, the old man who was ready to sell his property. At last, there was no use, and here he had to sign the deed, that is called as the agreement. And what did he do? He refused to take the extra amount. What was quoted there, children? For 8 acres, it was $1,200. That was the amount he was ready to take, and along with that, he had to wear all his, like torn out, I told you the ragged ones. Ragged means it is torn. The gloves, he took a stick which is worn out umbrella, and he had to go along with the boy who was behind him. So up to here we have done it, children. Now we are going to the seventh paragraph, that is called as a month later my friends had moved into Rio and Medio. They had replastered the old house, pruned the trees, patched the fence, and moved in summer. One day they came back to the office to complain. The children of the village were overrunning their property. They came every day and played under the trees, built little play fences around them, and took blossoms. When they were spoken to, they only laughed and talked back good naturedly in Spanish. I sent a messenger up to the mountains for Don Anselmo. It took a week to arrange another meeting. When he arrived, he repeated his previous preliminary performance. He wore the same faded cutaway, carried the same stick, and was accompanied by the boy again. He shook hands all around, sat down with the boy behind his chair, and talked about the weather. Finally, I broached the subject, Don Anselmo, about the ranch you sold to these people. They are good people and want to be your good neighbors always. When you sold to them, you signed a document, a deed, and in that deed, you agreed to several things. One thing was that they were to have the complete possession of the property. Now, Don Anselmo, it seems that every day the children of the village overrun the orchard and spend more of their time there. We would like to know if you, as the most respected man in the village, could not stop them from doing so in order that these people might enjoy their new home more in peace. Don Anselmo stood up. We have all learned to love these Americans, he said, because they are good people and good neighbors. I sold them my property because I knew they were good people, but I did not sell them the trees in the orchard.